So I'm going to clean my trim so I can get it ready to tape. So I'm going to grab my rag. You can use a damp rag just in some water if you like. I'm going to go ahead and use some rubbing alcohol because I have stain trim that is sealed. Now, this is a very important part. If you use rubbing alcohol on a rag with painted trim or stain trim that has no clear sealer over it, the rubbing alcohol will break down the water-based product and it will rub it right off of your wood, okay? So just make sure, yep, there's a nice clear sealer on here so I can use alcohol. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my rag. I don't need much, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come along and I'm gonna start cleaning the top of my trim. Now, I am focusing only on this 1/4 inch lip right here because that's where my tape is gonna stick. I'm not worried about down here on the rest of the face because my tape is not going to stick there. If my tape sticks on this edge really well, I'm going to eliminate probably all of the bleeding that's going to happen when we paint, and it'll be a lot less cleanup. Now you can see right here from the previous paint job, we got some bleeding right here where the tape was not down very well. So you can either, if it's really thin, you can come in with an alcohol rag, and I bet you, okay, if I rub nice and hard, it'll come off a little bit. Maybe you use your putty knife if you're trying to get, hard to get things off, okay? A third way to do this is you can use your little knife here. Now, you do have to be careful when you're doing this because you can scrape your trim if you're rough with it. You never want to try to cut into your trim at all. What you do is you just set your blade on the top. Let me see if I just gently drag this along the top, just like so. And that just kind of scraped off the paint right there. So sometimes from the previous paint job, you might have paint all over it. If you want to get that cleaned up, that's probably going to be the best option that way. So I'm going to continue on and get all the trim in all around my windows, all around my door jambs, any kind of wood surface that I'm going to put my tape on, I'm going to get it cleaned up.